Yo, what's up YouTube, Sully, and today I'm going to be showing you the best co-op high round strategy on the new map The Tomb. So to get straight into it, this is the loadout I'd recommend that you use. The starting weapon doesn't really matter all that much, as we're only going to be using the ice staff for this high round strat. For the field upgrade, I'd recommend one player running Ether Shroud for safety, and the other 1 to 3 players running Energy Mine. For the tactical grenade, I'd recommend running monkey bombs. This is because the shock mimics destroy Casimir's, so it's pointless running them and they cannot destroy monkey bombs, so we're going to be using that. And lastly, we're going to need 2 ice staffs for this strategy. So you could try and get the second ice staff by hitting the box, but I would recommend just using a Wonderbar Gobblegum, as it's going to be a lot faster getting it from the box this way. As for the augments, there are going to be 2 necessary ones and a couple of helpful ones. The first necessary one is going to be Turret on Energy Mine. The next one's going to be Group Shroud on Ether Shroud, so you only need 1 player with Ether Shroud, and as long as they have this major augment equipped, it's basically like all players have an Ether Shroud, which is really nice. The helpful ones are going to be Parting Gift and Picky Eater on Vulnerate. This is going to make it so that you don't have to buy ammo for the ice staff as often, as well as that you're not going to have to craft monkey bombs. And then finally, I'd recommend Classic Formula on Speed Caller. This is just going to make it easier to let off a charge shot after reloading, as you're going to have more time. There is only going to be one door that needs to be kept closed for this strategy, and it's this door right here in the Stamin-up room right next to the crafting bench. We're going to be camping on the other side of this door, and there's only going to be 2 zombie spawns that spawn the bulk of the round and 2 additional vermin spawns. Now you're going to be able to insta-kill all of these spawns with just 2 shots of the ice staff, so if 2 players have an ice staff, that means you're going to be able to insta-kill all the zombie spawns with just 2 players getting all the kills. So to quickly cover the spawns right now, in that barrier right there next to the portal is going to spawn the zombies and the specials. Some vermin are going to climb up the staircase, and if you shoot where I'm about to shoot right now, right here, you can insta-kill both of them spawns with 1 shot. And the other zombie spawn is up here on the staircase. That hole in the wall at the bottom is going to spawn the zombies, and you're going to get the occasional vermin spawning above it. So if they just shoot above that zombie spawn, you're going to be able to insta-kill them spawns too. There is a certain parameter you have to stick to though to make sure that you get these spawns, and that is staying behind these 2 staircases right here. This staircase right here is a little bit stricter, so I just recommend staying behind this light and you should be good. The weapons that you're going to want for this strategy, like I mentioned earlier, is going to be 2 players with the ice staff. In order to get 2 players with the ice staff, you have to make sure that you get the first ice staff from the box and then you craft the second ice staff. You have to do this. If you craft the ice staff first, you cannot get the ice staff from the box. So make sure you get it from the box first. As for upgrading the ice staff, there is a little bit of a cooldown before the second player can upgrade their ice staff, so just progress a couple rounds and they should be able to upgrade it at the same spot without doing the steps again. Alright, so now moving on to the strategy. So 1 player is going to have a very easy job doing this strategy, as they're only going to be shooting the left side spawns that spawn zombies and vermin. They're not going to have to deal with the special zombies, they're not going to have to deal with the amalgams. All they're going to have to do is shoot above the zombies hole in the wall spawn, and that's going to kill the zombies that come out of that hole and the occasional vermin you get above it. I would recommend that the player who's doing this strategy is the one that runs Ether Shroud, just so he always has it charged up and he's going to be able to pop it whenever a bad situation arises, and the other players run Energy Mine. As for the second player, he's going to have a little bit harder of a job to do. He's going to have to deal with the special zombies and the amalgams when they come, so I'd recommend that this player is well versed in the hand cannon trick. If you don't know what the hand cannon trick is, it's basically when you shoot the ice staff down and it lets down that blizzard. If you pull out a hand cannon, it's going to multiply that blizzard's damage by like 4 times. So it's going to kill the special zombies and the amalgams a lot faster. But you don't want to hold it out for too long, because you want to make sure that blizzard is down at all times, so you're constantly insta-killing the spawns. So there is a little bit of a timing to it. If you shoot the charge shot of the ice staff, as soon as you click down on the D-pad, you want to counter 2 or 3 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, and then charge the ice staff again, and after about 4 seconds you should be able to shoot a charge shot. And then just repeat that process. It can be a little bit tricky at first, but after some practice it will become second nature. It just requires some time. Also, occasionally you might have the odd special zombie that slips through the blizzard. That's why you want to have the Energy Mine turret on and just stick the Energy Mine turret on the stairs. I'm not using it in this clip because at the time I didn't think about running it. However, in hindsight it does make a lot of sense, and it'll just cover you from when you have the odd mimic that slips through. A lot of the time when they do slip through as well, they're like really weak, so the energy mine will just make light work of it. You can have up to 3 energy mines on the ground at once for each player. So if you're running a 4-man squad, you could have 9 energy mines at the bottom of them stairs. And even if a full health amalgam runs through, I'm pretty sure them energy mines will just take them out before the amalgam gets to you. And this is round 110 done with in about a minute and 20 seconds. You got to remember as well, 2-player has double the amount of zombies as solo, so that's pretty good going. I believe this is the fastest strategy for co-op because you can spam 2 ice staffs, but you have to be spawn killing the whole time. If you mess up the spawns and have the zombies running out towards a staircase, then I believe Stamin-up's a little bit faster, but they're both very similar in pace. Now when it comes to the amalgams for this strategy, you're basically doing the same thing. Sometimes you're going to kill the amalgams, sometimes I feel like you just get like a bad roll of the dice when you're reloading or something like that and they just slip through with a little bit of health. So this amalgam right here has 10% HP and it's made us lose control of the spawns. Again, if I would have had an energy mine here on the ground at the bottom of the stairs, that would have just took care of them and I just could have continued spawn killing. However, I'm going to show you that if you do lose control of the spawns, it is possible to regain control again. So at some point later in this round, I'm going to get to the point where the zombies just completely break through and they start swarming around the bottom of the staircase. But what you want to do to regain control of this is you don't want to just shoot the bottom of the staircase and shoot the barrier. You just gradually want to move that blizzard further and further back towards the barrier, and then eventually you'll get to the point where you have the zombies stuck in the barrier and you just spawn killing again. So here we go, the zombies are all at the bottom of the stairs. I'm just going to shoot a blizzard there. And now I'm going to shoot it a little bit further back. Make sure we get rid of these mimics. And then a little bit further back again. And then on the next shot I'll be able to resume spawn killing. So it is possible to regain control. One thing I'll quickly add as well at the end, when you're spawn killing the whole time, you're not really getting much ammo back, so you will have to run and buy ammo from the ammo crate over here. And then finally I'm going to show you the Vermin rounds and how to do them quickly. So it's pretty much exactly the same, you just want one player who's shooting the left spawn to shoot the hole in the wall at the top. And whoever's shooting the right hand side, you just want to shoot in between the 2 pillars. At the end of the bug round I'm going to show you the exact spot I'm shooting. But this is just going to make it so that you're killing both of these vermin spawns on the right hand side as fast as possible. And that's going to be the end of the video. I am going to put a pinned comment at the top of the comment section for people who are looking to do high rounds with others. Feel free to add each other and get those round 100s. Just make sure to include them numbers that follow your Activision ID though. That way you're going to have no problems adding each other. And if this video helps you out, be sure to leave a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.